Hello students, this video lecture is on the subject Information Theory and Coding, and in this class we are going to study about the Shannon Hartley law or one particular theorem or a formula to find the channel capacity and find its limitation. That is, what is the maximum limit for which we can transmit the data over the channel without any error, and we'll try to solve a few problems related to the channel capacity. Shannon Hartley law. Consider the band limited Gaussian channel operating in the presence of AWGN noise, for which the figure is shown below. Here you have a band pass filter with some noise added to the input signal. Therefore, the output will not be the same as your input signal due to the presence of noise. Therefore, Shannon-Hartley theorem for the channel coding states that the capacity of wide band limited Gaussian channel is given by the formula C is equal to B into log to the base 2 of 1 plus S by N bits per second, where C is the capacity of channel in bits per second, B is the bandwidth of the channel in hertz, and S by N is nothing but signal to noise ratio. Now we'll see how the channel capacity of a channel will vary based on the bandwidth, that is for infinite bandwidth. So Shannon-Hartley theorem suggested that a channel with infinite bandwidth will have infinite capacity. That is, as the bandwidth tends to infinity, the capacity also should tend to infinity. Therefore, as B tends to infinity, the channel capacity does not tend to infinity, as increase in bandwidth also increases the noise power. So, there is some limitation for the channel capacity for an infinite bandwidth. So, we'll try to find that limit. Considering the noise spectral density as eta by 2, the total noise power will become N is equal to eta into B. So we'll try to substitute in equation 1, which is nothing but C is equal to B into log to the base 2 of 1 plus S by N. So here, wherever you have N, you are going to replace it with eta B. Therefore, we can write C is equal to B into log to the base 2 of 1 plus S by N, and N is equal to eta into B. We'll try to rearrange this, or we'll just multiply the first term with bandwidth as S by N into eta by S, which is nothing but 1. So we'll get it in this particular form. Now this eta into B by S will be taken as log to the power of eta B by S. So now this will be your channel capacity. But we know that as limit tends from x is equal to 0 to a function 1 plus x to the power of 1 by x is equal to e. So this is the default theorem which you have already studied, or you might know this particular relationship, that is, as x tends to infinity, for the function 1 plus x to the power of 1 by e, the limit will be equal to e. So here, as x is equal to, in this particular equation above, x is equal to S by eta into B. So here x is tending to 0, therefore it is nothing but B tending to infinity. The channel capacity will be now limit as B tending to infinity, because x tends to 0 when B is equal to infinity. So C infinity will be equal to S by N into log to the base 2 of this particular function now will be equal to E. So log to the base 2 of E. So that log to the base 2 E will be a constant value 1.44 S by eta. So we can write now channel capacity for an infinite bandwidth will always be equal to 1.44 times S by eta. So this is how we are going to get the limitation for infinite bandwidth. Some of the points to be remembered in the channel capacity is, for an AWGN channel, the channel capacity C, instead of approaching to infinity, approaches a limit as we are going to increase the bandwidth. So there are certain limitations for infinite bandwidth channel. Second point is, the capacity can be made infinite only by increasing the signal power to infinity. Increasing signal power to infinity is impractical because for a finite signal to noise power, the channel capacity always remains to be a finite value. Now, as the information rate R of a practical bandwidth system is always less than C infinity, we can consider the transmission of binary information over a channel at a rate equal to capacity of channel, that is R is equal to C. Okay, so we'll assume that for an infinite channel bandwidth, always the rate of transmission will be equal to the channel capacity. Consider the average signal power is denoted as S, then as the bit duration is 1 by C, the average energy per bit is given as EB is equal to S by C. With noise power N equal to eta times B, we can therefore write the channel capacity C is usually given as B into log to the base 2 of 1 plus S by N. So here we are just rearranging this and writing it as C by B in equal to log to the base 2 of 1 plus S by N, and we are going to substitute S is equal to EBC and noise is equal to eta into P. That's why we are going to get this particular equation here. Next, rearranging this above equation as, we'll try to take some of the term outside, or we'll take 2 to the power of something, and we are going to write it as EB by eta equal to B by C 2 to the power of C by B minus 1. That is, we are going to rearrange this particular equation. That is, how we are going to write it is, see here, you have C by B equal to log to the base 2 of 1 plus EB by eta C by B. So what we'll do is, first we'll write 2 to the power of C by B will be equal to 1 plus EB by eta C into B. Next what we'll do is, we'll write 2 to the power of C by B minus 1 will be equal to EB by eta into C by B. Therefore, we can write EB by eta is equal to this, we can bring it to the left hand side and we can write it as B by C into 2 to the power of C by B minus 1. So this is how we are going to get this above equation here. Now we'll try to make a plot for the above equation, which is given as EB by eta equal to B by C into 2 to the power of C by B minus 1. So EB by eta in dB is plotted versus R by B here, and we are going to get a maximum limit or limitation for your SNR, which is given as minus 1.6 dB, below which it is not possible to transmit the data over the channel. So it means that below this value above, that is SNR equal to minus 1.6 dB, it is not possible to have an error-free transmission regardless of the information rate, and this limit is called as Shannon's limit. That is, this minus 1.6 will be called as Shannon's limit, and the corresponding channel capacity will be given as C is equal to B S by N log to the base 2 bits per second. So you have a boundary for this particular rate of transmission. So RT is equal to C is the boundary. When RT is greater than C, it is not possible to transmit the data over the channel as per this graph, and when RT is less than C, it is possible to transmit the data over the channel with minimum errors. We'll see few problems on channel capacity. First problem is for an AWGN channel with 4 kHz bandwidth and noise power spectral density of N0 by 2 equal to 10 to the power of minus 12 watts per hertz. The signal power at the receiver is 0.1 milliwatts. Calculate the channel capacity. So what is given here is the bandwidth B is given as 4 kHz. Signal power is 0.1 milliwatts. So it is written as 0.1 into 10 to the power of minus 3 watts. Noise N is nothing but eta naught into B. So we can write it as 2 into 10 to the power of minus 12, which is N naught. Okay, and it is into 2. Then B is 4 kHz. So we'll substitute and we are going to get the noise power as 8 into 10 to the power of minus 9 watts. Now, channel capacity C as per Shannon Hartley law is given as C is equal to B into log to the base 2 of 1 plus S by N. So we know what is the bandwidth, we know what is signal power, we know what is noise power. Just substitute and we are going to get the channel capacity as 54.4 kilobits per second. Next, second problem. A CRT terminal is used to enter an alphanumeric data into a computer. The CRT is connected through a voice grade telephone line having usable bandwidth of 3 kHz and the signal to noise power of 10 dB. Assume the terminal has 128 characters and the data sent is an independent manner with equal probability. First question is find the average information per character. Second, find the capacity of channel. Third, find the maximum rate at which the data can be sent from the terminal to the computer without error. So what is given here is characters are 128 characters and it is told that they are in independent manner and with equal probability. In the first chapter we have discussed that as the characters becomes equiprobable, the entropy of such a system will be maximum and we are going to give it as h of s max equal to log to the base 2 of q, and q is nothing but number of symbols which is 128 characters here. So we'll substitute log to the base 2 of 128. Therefore, we are going to get average information per character or entropy as 7 bits per character. Second question is to find the channel capacity. Here given value is S by N is equal to 10 dB. So we know that S by N in dB is given as 10 log to the base 2 of S by N. So left hand side value S by N in dB is given as 10 equal to 10 log to the base 10 of S by N. Therefore, we can write it as 10 by 10 equal to log to the base 10 of S by N. Therefore, S by N without dB will be equal to 10 to the power of 1, which is equal to 10. Therefore, we are going to get S by N as 10. Now, given the channel bandwidth B in the question and S by N which is equal to 10, we are going to get a channel capacity of 10.3758 kilobits per second or 10,378.295 bits per second. Next question is to find the maximum symbol rate. So we know that average rate of transmission RT is nothing but RS into H. So for error free transmission we can have RT lesser than C. So what is RT? It is RS into H should always be lesser than C. So RS will be lesser than C by H. So we know what is C, we know what is H, substitute here. So RS will be lesser than 1482.614 characters per second. Therefore, we can write maximum symbol rate is 1482.614 characters per second is the maximum rate at which the data can be transmitted from the terminal of computer without the errors. Next question. A voice grade channel of a telephone network has a bandwidth of 3.4 kHz. First question, calculate the channel capacity of telephone channel for a signal to noise ratio of 30 dB. Second question, calculate the minimum signal to noise ratio required to support information transmission through the telephone channel at a rate of 4800 bits per second. So the given values is bandwidth, which is 3.4 kilohertz or 3400 hertz. Signal to noise ratio in dB is nothing but 10 log to the base 10 of S by N. So signal to noise ratio in dB is given as 10, which is equal to 10 log to the base 10 of S by N. So 30 by 10 is equal to log to the base 10 of S by N. Therefore, S by N will be equal to 10 to the power of 3, 10 to the power of 3, which will be equal to 1000. So we are going to get a noise power of 1000 here. Therefore, first part is channel capacity. So C is equal to B into log to the base 2 of 1 plus S by N. So B is 3400. S by N is 1000. Therefore, we are going to get a channel capacity as 33,889 bits per second. Second part of the question is C is given, that is channel capacity is given as 4800 bits per second. We are asked to find the signal to noise ratio. We know that C is equal to B into log to the base 2 of 1 plus S by N. Therefore, we will substitute the value of C, which is 4800, bandwidth, which is 3400, log to the base 2 of 1 plus S by N. So, if you rearrange this, we are going to get 4800 divided by 3400 will be equal to log to the base 2 of 1 plus S by N. So we can write this as 2 to the power of 48 by 34 minus 1 will be equal to S by N. Therefore, we are going to get S by N after substitution as 1.66. Now, to find the signal to noise ratio in dB, we can write S by N equal to 10 log of this 1.66. So we are going to get it as 2.2 dB. Next problem, a black and white telephone picture may be viewed as consisting of approximately 3 into 10 to the power of 5 elements, each one of which may occupy one of the 10 distinct brightness level with equal probability. Assume the rate of transmission is 30 picture frames per second and signal to noise ratio is 30 dB. So, given the number of picture elements per frame is 3 into 10 to the power of 5. The number of brightness level is 10. Therefore, number of different frames possible is 10 to the power of 3 into 10 to the power of 5. Since all the levels are equiprobable, the maximum average information content per frame is given by I is equal to log to the base 2 of 10 to the power of 3 into 10 to the power of 5 bits per frame, or it is 3 into 10 to the power of 5 into log to the base 2 of 10 bits per frame. Therefore, information I will be equal to, after substitution, 9.96 into 10 to the power of 5 bits per frame. Therefore, maximum rate of information is given as Rs max is equal to symbol rate times I, and Rs is given as 30 frames per second. Substitute 30 frames per second, and I is nothing but 9.96 into 10 to the power of 5 bits per frame. Therefore, R rate of transmission will be 29.88 into 10 to the power of 6 bits per second. According to Shannon's second theorem, Rs max is equal to the channel capacity, and according to Shannon Hartley law, we know that C is equal to B into log to the base 2 of 1 plus S by N. So what we will do is, we are going to assume that R is equal to C. So, and we know that signal to noise ratio is given in terms of dB here. So, we will just try to substitute that value and convert S by N without dB, and we are going to get it as 1000. Therefore, we can write now B is equal to C divided by log to the base 2 of 1 plus S by N. C is nothing but rate of transmission as per Shannon's Hartley law here. So, we are going to substitute C value as 29.88 into 10 to the power of 6 and log to the base 2 of 1 plus S by N, and S by N is 1000. Finally, we are going to get a bandwidth of the given problem as 3 megahertz.